6:51 your time, and we're just having fun here on the Tennessee Valley this morning. Glad you joined us today. It's going to be a fantastic weekend with no clouds. It looks like lots of sunshine, and right now it's 65 degrees as we get the weekend kicked off. I'm Dan Howell with Michelle Baker, my co-host, and we have Dr. Ford with us this morning, and we're going to talk about several things. But Dr. Ford, you've been on before, and your clinic has a big long name. I'm going to let you tell us the name of your clinic.
Okay, Ford Center for Anti-Aging and Pain Management.
Anti-aging. Now I need some of that.
We all need some of that.
It is your birthday tomorrow, Dave.
It is my birthday, but since I'm holding at 39, it's not so bad. You see the cake, if you just joined us, I was surprised with the birthday cake. Michelle, did you bake this yourself?
Oh, absolutely.
I believe that.
Okay.
You believe it, don't you? Yeah. I know she can cook. At least I heard. Bob said she could. But let's talk to Dr. Ford. The Ford Clinic for Anti-Aging
and Pain Management.
Pain management.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the pain management aspect of it.
Okay.
Why would someone need to manage pain?
One of the most common reasons a patient sees a doctor is for pain. That's one of the top reasons a patient, and most time it's back pain or neck pain. Unfortunately, sometimes cancer, different kind of cancer pains.
Oh, I see.
And those can be intractable, where patients are pretty miserable. And our goal is through all different modalities of therapy to try to decrease their pain and increase their functioning and activities of daily living.
I see. And there are different modalities or different approaches to managing this pain?
Yes.
Can it be something as simple as more exercise or less exercise, or even maybe some medication or something?
Medication, weight loss, exercise, diet changes. And then from that point on, different types of therapies, from more conservative to more, and if they don't work, to go to more aggressive therapies.
I see.
Do you do a lot with arthritic pain?
Yes. Those are more like physical therapy, sometimes medication, sometimes injections and things like that.
Okay, okay.
Well, for example, since you brought it up, arthritic pain, I'm in a wellness program and I exercise fairly regularly, but
looks like you're staying in good shape.
Well, I've got a problem with an arthritic knee. What can be done for that? Anything?
Strengthening the muscles, the leg muscles, the quads, and the cams, and also the calf muscles will kind of protect that joint. Maybe taking some glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate to help build cartilage. And we're doing research in the future, and the meetings we're going to about stem cell injection, taking your stem cells from your body. It's not controversial, it's very safe, and injecting into the joint, and it'll build new cartilage. And that's kind of in the research stage, and certainly some of the countries are already doing it, and that's in the research stage, and there's being more education and training on that. And that's the future. I see. That's just like Peyton Manning had the stem cells injected into his neck several weeks ago after he's had 2 surgeries on his neck to hopefully expedite the healing of his neck. So hopefully he'll be back later this year or for sure next year. So
those that may have, like myself, who have some joint pain and maybe arthritic, unless you could get new cartilage grown, there's not a whole lot can be done.
Then when it becomes so severe, then you may be looking at a knee replacement.
I see. Well, I don't want to do that. I'll just keep running.
I was going to say, we'll wait. Wait on that.
That's when it becomes so severe. But I've got one patient. He's amazing. He's a pretty prominent man in this area. He has both knees replaced. And he was the came in number 5 for his age group for national racquetball champion.
Really?
Wow.
Really good, really great guy. I'm sure a lot of you know him. But he told me he should have won it for his age, but he just for some reason just came so close. But he said he should have won it.
Oh my!
2 replaced knees.
2 replaced knees. So the knee replacement historically doesn't inhibit your activities or your
Typically it does, but he's amazing. I mean, he's my poster child for somebody that just really overcomes adversity with his adversity with his knees and being replaced. Yeah. He sees me for his back problem, but he overcomes that too.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you find that some people have a higher tolerance for pain? They can.
I think sometimes too. Some people, there's a lot of it's mental toughness to cope with it, and learn how to coping strategies, how to. You can have a pain score of 0 to 10. 0 is no pain, 10 is the worst pain imaginable. Yeah. Say you have a pain score of 5. Psychiatrists have shown that mental stress, can run it up to a 7 or 8, or depression. And if you're coping mentally well with it, you can lower it mentally 2 or 3 points where you know, it's just, there's a psychological component to this.
Is there really? People just, as they say, they grit their teeth and bear it, and there's something to that.
And I've had one patient, a minister, was telling me his back pain was so severe, but when he got up to preach, it just kind of went away because he was focused on what he was doing. And it's something, you know, just get it's like your mind's off of it, and you're doing some other things that can help you overcome it to a point. You know.
That's amazing. So in the most severe cases, you help them manage the pain sometimes through medication or maybe injections, things like that.
Yes.
Now, I've heard about something called cortisone shots in joints. Is that something that's an alternative?
That's an option. That's an option early on, and then that helps. That sometimes will buy you time. And hopefully until we come up with other cures for this. And then the other thing, there's synthetic fluid we can inject into that the cartilage normally makes, but when the cartilage is gone, it doesn't. It's synovial type fluid. I see. And that can also help you buy time until there's, like I say, more better treatments for that down the road.
So if someone is suffering with pain and it's there on a daily basis, and you just have to have some relief, what would you suggest? Come to your clinic and see what you can do?
See what we can work up and to see what kind of treatment therapy plan we can come up for them.
And where are you located?
I'm on 2020 Key Street, across from Stewart Elementary School.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there on Keith Street. Well, we have to take a quick break. Come back. I want to talk about the anti-aging. That's something that some folks are interested in. Don't want to get old. We're going to talk to Dr. Ford about that in just a moment. 6:58. And it's 65 degrees as we began this beautiful weekend on Tennessee Valley this morning. Stay with
us. I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
7:01 your time. You're watching the Tennessee Valley This Morning. I'm Dan Howell. Glad you joined us today. It's going to be a fine day. We'll get back and talk to Dr. Ford about anti-aging in just a moment, but let me catch you up on what's happening in the news. Members of the Cleveland School Board and the Bradley County Commission's Education Committee met for a lengthy joint discussion this week. Both groups are searching for potential solutions for overcrowding and limited facilities at city and county schools. Officials say the discussion was fruitful but did little to resolve resolve continued overcrowding and classroom limitations from increasing enrollment. The new coordinated school health supervisor for Cleveland City Schools, Amy Hicks, has launched a system-wide, year-long health initiative called Got Health. The program will capitalize on the popular campaign called Got Milk. It features several administrators, including Dr. Martin Ringstaff, the director of schools, with milk mustaches. 19 milk mustache photos were unveiled Wednesday of this week and displayed at city schools around the area. Today is your last chance, check this out, last chance to get an entry in the What's in a Name City Slogan Contest. The idea is to pick a slogan that best describes this community, such as Music City describes Nashville. That's what they're looking for. The deadline is the end of business today, so get it in to City Hall. A 9-member selection committee will review each entry and final approval made by the City Council. The slogan response has been described as overwhelming, with like 2,000 entries from 900 people. So there's a lot of interest in picking a slogan for our fair community. Wacker Polysilicon North America continues to fill its staffing needs at the Bradley County plant and is now looking for 60 lead and supervisory positions in chemical and technical manufacturing areas. The new positions offer opportunities for upward mobility. Interviews will begin in November. Human Resources Director Erica Burke, who's going to come and be on the show and talk about this later next week, I believe, said the goal is to make 60 job offers by the holidays. Applications are only accepted online at Wacker.com. I looked it up, click on careers, and you'll find it. All new hires must pass a pre-employment physical as well as a background and drug check. So go online at Wacker.com and apply. You never know. Let's take a look at your forecast. It's shaping up to be a good one today. Sunny skies, a high of 71. I love that. Tomorrow, a little cooler, sunshine with 62, but when you've got sunshine, who cares? On Sunday, sunshine, a high of 64. Look at that overnight lows on tomorrow,
wow,
dropping down into the 30s. I imagine somebody's heat will come on.
I believe mine will. I think mine will.
I just snuggle up and get under the covers because I like to sleep when it's cool.
Well, yes, but there's a point
It reaches
that you
a point
have to turn
when you
the heat on.
I understand. Right now it's 65 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful weekend shaping up. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for joining us today. We're talking to Dr. Ford from the Anti-Aging and Pain Management Clinic. Did I get it right?
You got it right.
All right.
Before we get into that, I wanted to comment on this slogan contest. Have you guys come up with a slogan?
I didn't, but I have a good friend of mine, Greg Kaler's on the selection committee, and he was saying that they're going to have a difficult time choosing which one because there's been such a response.
So the think tanks have been working overtime, it sounds like.
They have.
Wow.
They have.
I'm anxious to hear some of these things. Of course, you think of the normal things like the friendly city, which we are, the industrial city, which, well, we're not, well, I guess we are. But all of those things are taken.
Right.
So we're looking for something unique like Music City. Knoxville even has one. What is it?
I don't remember.
I forgot.
Now, Athens is the friendly city.
That's what I was going to say. We couldn't do the friendly city because Athens already had it.
Right.
But I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I'm excited to hear which one's chosen. Now, isn't there a prize for the person?
$1,000. Yeah.
We need to come up with something really
Sounds
quickly.
good.
Mayor Tom Rowland said he's going to write him a check, pay it out of his own pocket.
Wow, that is great.
You believe that, don't you?
That's I was a little surprised.
Well, somebody's going to pay it, but it won't be Mayor Tom. I saw him yesterday at the Habitat construction site. He's a funny guy. A lot of fun. Enjoy Mayor Tom. Let's talk again to Dr. Ford about, we talked about pain management in the first hour, but let's talk about the other half of your clinic, and that is anti-aging. There's a lot of interest in that as we get older and America gets grayer. A lot of people trying to retain or regain their youth, Dr. Ford.
And he looked at me when he said that. Did you notice?
No.
I'm teasing.
Well, let's talk about the approach to anti-aging. There are many different ways to go about it, I assume?
Okay, yes. The first two or three primary ways, number one is the diet. You know, you have to have a good nutritious diet, 5 to 10 fruits and vegetables a day.
Yeah.
Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said, "Let medicine be your food and food be your medicine."
I believe in that.
That's key, number one. Number two is exercise. Number three, sleep. Those three. And then past that point, other things you can do are certain supplements, nutrients, and then bioidentical hormones to keep your body youthful. And we're talking about keeping the hormones in the youthful range of the 20 to 30-year-old. It helps. Speaking of Alzheimer's earlier today, it helps protect your brain against Alzheimer's.
I see.
That's it. And Thomas Thomas Jefferson said that your body was made to carry your brain. And basically, if you don't have a good brain, you're just existing.
Yeah.
So we want to protect your brain, and that's probably one of those ways are some of the best ways to protect your brain and therefore the rest of your body.
Well, I love fruits and vegetables, and I eat lots of them all the time. Any particular type of fruits and vegetables? Apples, oranges, bananas, all of the above?
The fruits, 2 to 3 fruits a day. You don't want to get too much fruit because they can raise your blood sugar.
I see.
Mostly green vegetables. The vegetables with different colors. The greens, your spinaches, your kale, your those type of things. And then your sweet potatoes, great.
Oh yeah.
It's loaded with nutrients.
Yeah.
The thing that broke my heart, the more research I've done in this, the more I've learned about this. I love potatoes, but they're just a high glycemic index, which means it raises your blood sugar. Anything that raises your insulin and your blood sugar ages you.
Yeah, a potato, I guess, turns to sugar.
Turns to sugar, which therefore the body stores as fat and raises your cholesterol and triglycerides.
But the sweet potato does not?
Sweet potato has a lower glycemic index.
So that's a good alternative.
It's a great alternative.
Yeah.
And it has loaded with nutrients.
Yeah.
And so that we're becoming, they say since 1980, the nutrient value in food has decreased by about 50%.
Oh my goodness.
And that's the reason, one of the reasons they're saying we're aging so much fast, we age faster and we catch more diseases because we don't have enough nutrients to protect our body, to keep our immune systems built to protect against disease, cancer, and different viruses and that type of thing.
Wow. So beyond that, the exercise, which I do a lot of that, and eating the fruits and vegetables, which I do a lot of that, and I do take some nutrients, but eventually, everything just kind of starts to sag.
It
so
does.
when that happens, let's talk about some of the things that you're
and
able
the lines,
to do. And the lines come.
And then we want to feel good, but then we want to look good also.
Yeah.
And for the non-plastic surgery type thing, we do Botox. It helps kind of keep the wrinkles down. I also use Botox for migraine headaches.
No kidding.
Yes, it's been approved by the FDA for intractable migraines. I've got some patients that we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get rid of the migraines and also the wrinkles.
Oh.
Because a lot of times the migraines go over where your wrinkles are, and that's where we put the Botox. And I've had patients who had to go to the ER twice a week or more for intractable migraines, and once we have them started the Botox therapy, they don't have to go to the ER anymore, and a lot of them come off pain medicine for about 3 months at a time.
Yeah. I've never had one, thankfully, but I hear they're just unbelievably painful.
Painful, and they're pretty much intractable pain, and just mess up your day because it makes it hard to function when they're so severe.
Yeah. I've heard of people that they just have to stay in bed and turn the lights out.
Dark, quiet room.
Yeah. But Botox is
when we try other things first, and if nothing else works, then the Botox works 80 to 90% of the time for migraines. I trained with some neurologists down in Emory University about 8 years ago on this, and that's all they did basically for intractable migraines. And now it's been approved by the FDA.
That's amazing.
And we also use it to treat pain in certain pain syndromes, or torticollis, where your neck turns sideways or back. It'll help relax that pain. I have patients that love that for that pain. And also some chronic pain we treat with that also.
I see. So Botox has apparently several applications. So if someone wants to they've got the beginning like laugh lines or frown lines, and they're, man, I don't like that. I like to get rid of that. Is that where Botox comes in?
It's perfect for that.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It keeps you a more youthful look. We don't want a frozen face, but we do like a youthful look where it probably takes 10 or 15 years off your face at least.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. And how long does it take?
The procedure takes about 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And you can go back to work. It's not noticeable at all afterwards. It's no downtime, minimal downtime at all.
10 minutes and look 5 years younger. Wow.
It takes about 7 to 10 days to take full effect.
Does it?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Uh-huh.
And we have to take another break, Dr. Ford, but you're located at
2020 Key Street.
2020 Key Street.
Across from Stewart Elementary.
Yeah, just look for the sign. But guess you've got a sign, Ford Clinic, Pain Clinic, Anti-Aging, and Pain Clinic. Go by and see him. If you have unmanageable pain and you need some assistance with that, Dr. Ford can help you. And if you want to look younger, he can probably help you with that as well. Speaking of looking younger, you can't see him, but you will in a minute. Wow, big surprise, big surprise. Rob Alderman just walked in the studio. We'll show you him in just a moment. Dr. Ford, thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much. Enjoyed talking to you.
Appreciate it. Always good to see you and have you on the show. It's
Good
7:12. Back in just a moment with Lights, Camera, Cleveland. Rob Alderman is here. Wow.